They don't want you to know this. What I'm about to show you is so shocking. Some countries don't even want this information spreading. Because once you discover that eggs, yes, the food sold to you as the ultimate protein source, are far from the best way to protect your muscles, you'll realize the truth. You've been misled your entire life. The reality is that there are foods so powerful, so rich in protein, they leave eggs in the dust. And if you're over 60, ignoring them could mean losing your strength, your independence, and even your mobility faster than you ever imagined. Think about it. Eggs give you about 6 grams of protein each, but muscle growth after 70 isn't just about grams. It's about absorption, muscle signaling, and how the body uses amino acids like leucine to trigger muscle repair. In this video, we'll reveal the 8 foods with more protein than eggs, ranked from number 8 all the way down to number 1. And stick around because one specific protein at the very top of this list has been shown in clinical studies to reverse years of muscle loss faster than anything else. It's not what you think. It's not steak. It's not milk. And it's not a supplement most doctors even talk about. Stick around until number 1, because when you hear the shocking study behind it, you'll never look at protein the same way again. Every single reference is linked in the description below, because this isn't hype. This is science. But before we dive in, we want to know, from where are you watching us? Drop it in the comments. We're reading and replying to every single one. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Number 8. Spirulina, blue-green algae. If I told you there's a food that's not only older than humanity itself, but also packs more protein per gram than an egg, would you believe it? Spirulina, a blue-green algae harvested from fresh and saltwater lakes, has been called one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. Just a single tablespoon of spirulina powder contains around 4 grams of protein, which means it delivers almost 60% of its weight as protein, far higher than eggs, meat, or even soybeans. But what makes it so unique for seniors over 70 is not just the protein content. It's the fact that this protein comes in a form your body can absorb fast and easily. As we age, digestion slows down, and the ability to break down proteins from steak, chicken, or even eggs become more difficult. Spirulina's amino acids, however, are already in a pre-digested state, meaning your muscles can use them almost instantly. One study published in Journal of Medicinal Food found that spirulina supplementation improved muscle strength and endurance in just 8 weeks, making it a game-changer for aging bodies. Meet Harold, a 72-year-old retired teacher who thought he was doing everything right. He had eggs every morning, grilled chicken for lunch, and fish for dinner. But despite eating protein daily, he still noticed his arms shrinking, his legs feeling weaker, and his balance getting worse. His doctor told him something surprising. The problem wasn't a lack of protein. It was that his body wasn't absorbing it properly. That's when Harold tried spirulina, just a scoop mixed into his morning smoothie. Within weeks, he noticed he wasn't as tired walking up the stairs, his energy came back, and he even started gardening again without feeling sore for days. For seniors like Harold, spirulina provides protein that skips the heavy digestive work and goes straight to rebuilding muscles. You don't need a lot either, just a teaspoon daily in water, juice, or even sprinkled over yogurt can give you the protein punch your body is missing. But while spirulina is incredible, it's just the beginning. Because the next protein source on this list doesn't just build muscle, it also repairs damaged tissues in a way most seniors never hear about. Number 7. Pumpkin seeds. Most people toss pumpkin seeds in the trash without realizing they're throwing away one of the most powerful muscle-protecting foods for seniors. Pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas, are small but loaded with protein, magnesium, and zinc, 3 nutrients that directly affect muscle strength, recovery, and nerve function. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds gives you about 7 grams of protein, but what makes them stand out is magnesium. Studies show that seniors who get enough magnesium have better muscle function, stronger bones, and lower risk of falls. Magnesium controls how your muscles contract and relax, which means without it, stiffness, cramps, and weakness creep in fast. Zinc in pumpkin seeds is equally important because it supports testosterone and growth hormone, two key drivers of muscle maintenance that naturally decline after 60. Take Margaret, a 69-year-old grandmother who thought muscle cramps at night were just part of aging. She would wake up clutching her calves in pain, barely able to stretch them out. Her granddaughter suggested she eat a handful of roasted pumpkin seeds each evening instead of her usual cookies. Within 2 weeks, Margaret noticed the cramps easing, her sleep improving, and her energy lasting longer into the day. She didn't change anything else in her diet, just that handful of seeds. The magnesium in pumpkin seeds worked like a reset button for her muscles, giving them the minerals they had been screaming for. For seniors, pumpkin seeds are one of the easiest ways to keep your muscles firing on all cylinders. They require no cooking, no special preparation, and you can eat them raw, roasted, or blended into smoothies. Just a small daily portion can mean the difference between feeling weak and waking up with strength to move again. And while pumpkin seeds give your muscles minerals they desperately need, the next food on this list goes even further. It helps your body produce collagen to keep joints and muscles flexible as you age. Number 6. Parmesan cheese. When most people think of cheese, they picture something heavy, oily, and bad for the heart. But Parmesan is different. It's one of the few cheeses that actually helps seniors fight muscle loss. Parmesan is naturally packed with high-quality protein, calcium, and a special kind of amino acid profile that directly supports muscle repair. In fact, just 1 ounce delivers around 10 grams of protein, more than an egg. Even more shocking, Parmesan is extremely rich in leucine, the amino acid scientists call the trigger switch for muscle growth. After 60, your body doesn't respond to protein as strongly as it once did, which is why seniors lose muscle faster. Parmesan bypasses that problem by providing a concentrated hit of leucine that directly stimulates muscle protein synthesis. Take George, a 72-year-old retired teacher who used to feel his legs turning to jelly after climbing just 1 flight of stairs. He had tried protein shakes, but they upset his stomach. Then his doctor suggested something unusual: sprinkle Parmesan over his meals. George started adding just 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan to his soups and salads. Within a month, he noticed his legs feeling steadier, his balance improving, and even his energy during daily walks returning. He hadn't joined a gym or changed his routine. Just the simple act of adding Parmesan gave his muscles the amino acids they had been starving for. For seniors, Parmesan is more than just flavor. It's a hidden tool for rebuilding strength. It's lactose-friendly, easy to digest, and far more concentrated in muscle-building nutrients than soft cheeses. Even a small sprinkle can tip the scales in your favor, keeping your muscles from fading with age. But while Parmesan rebuilds with protein and amino acids, the next food on this list takes things further. It works at the cellular level to protect muscle fibers from damage before it even starts. Before we go on, if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and tap that like button. And make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss out on powerful health tips like these. Number 5. Chicken breast, cooked. Chicken breast has been called the gold standard of lean protein for decades, and for seniors, it truly earns that title. What makes it so powerful isn't just the protein count, about 31 grams per 100 grams, but the clean, lean delivery of amino acids without excess fat that can burden the heart or digestion. When cooked properly, chicken breast is one of the easiest proteins for aging muscles to break down and use, and it carries a high leucine content that directly signals the body to start repairing and building muscle fibers. Studies consistently show that older adults who include lean poultry in their diets maintain stronger grip strength, better balance, and greater independence than those who don't. Take Maria, a 68-year-old grandmother who had started avoiding meat because she thought it was too heavy at her age. Her doctor noticed her shrinking muscle mass and urged her to try lean chicken breast instead of skipping meat entirely. At first, Maria doubted something so simple could matter, but she began eating a small portion of grilled chicken breast with her evening meal. Within weeks, she noticed climbing stairs didn't leave her winded, and even her hands felt steadier when lifting her grandchildren. She hadn't joined a gym, yet her energy and stability returned just by fueling her body with the right kind of protein. The truth is, seniors don't need complicated diets to rebuild strength. Sometimes the most basic, natural foods are the most effective. Chicken breast provides dense, usable protein that directly fights sarcopenia, the muscle loss condition that accelerates after 60. Just one serving can help restore what years of muscle breakdown have taken away. But as powerful as chicken is, the next food on this list takes recovery further by combining protein with natural compounds that directly reduce inflammation inside your muscles. Number 4. Tuna, canned in water. Few foods deliver as much muscle repairing power in such a convenient form as canned tuna in water. With around 29 grams of protein per 100 grams and virtually no fat, tuna is a direct injection of pure amino acids into aging muscles. It's also naturally rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which lower muscle inflammation, improve blood flow, and actually enhance how well your muscles respond to protein in the first place. For seniors fighting sarcopenia, tuna becomes more than just a quick meal. It's a science-backed weapon to restore strength and endurance. Consider George, a 72-year-old retired carpenter who was embarrassed that opening jars had become nearly impossible for him. His daughter suggested keeping canned tuna on hand for quick lunches, something he could prepare without much effort. Skeptical, he tried it, mixing tuna with a squeeze of lemon and a few vegetables. Within months, George noticed his grip strength returning, and even surprised himself when he carried grocery bags without stopping to rest. The simple habit of eating tuna had given him the raw fuel his muscles had been begging for. The convenience of canned tuna makes it especially powerful for seniors who struggle with meal prep. Unlike fatty cuts of meat, tuna is light, digestible, and packed with nutrients that directly fight muscle loss. Every bite supports muscle repair, joint protection, and better energy for daily tasks. But while tuna offers lean strength in a can, the next food on this list delivers even more by pairing high protein with a bone-strengthening punch that aging bodies desperately need. Number 3. Lentils. Lentils may look humble, but they are one of the most underrated muscle-preserving foods on the planet. With about 18 grams of protein per cooked cup, they provide a steady stream of amino acids that seniors desperately need to stop the silent creep of sarcopenia. Unlike red meat, lentils are low in fat and high in fiber, meaning they not only fuel your muscles, but also stabilize blood sugar and protect heart health. They're also packed with iron, folate, and magnesium, nutrients that keep blood flowing and cells oxygenated so your muscles can actually use the protein they're getting. Take Margaret, a 69-year-old grandmother who had sworn off heavy meats after struggling with digestion. She feared giving up meat meant losing her strength. One day her grandson cooked her a simple lentil stew with carrots and onions, and she was shocked by how filling it was without weighing her down. Over the next few weeks, Margaret noticed something remarkable. Her constant fatigue started to fade, and her morning walks no longer felt like a battle. By making lentils a regular part of her diet, she found she could nourish her muscles without the digestive strain. What makes lentils so powerful is how accessible they are. Cheap, versatile, and easy to cook in bulk. They slot perfectly into soups, salads, or side dishes, making it simple to keep protein intake high even on tight budgets. For seniors looking to rebuild strength, lentils prove you don't need an expensive steak or fancy supplement. You just need this ancient plant protein that has fueled civilizations for thousands of years. And while lentils give steady muscle-building support, the next food on this list comes with a burst of fast-digesting protein that repairs muscles almost instantly. Number 2. Whey protein powder. If there is one food that science consistently shows can stop muscle loss in its tracks, it's whey protein powder. This is the purest, fastest digesting form of protein you can put into your body, delivering up to 25 grams in a single scoop, more protein than an entire chicken breast, absorbed in minutes instead of hours. For seniors, this rapid delivery is critical. Muscles after 60 lose their sensitivity to protein, a condition known as anabolic resistance. That means unless you flood your system with high-quality amino acids, your body simply doesn't rebuild muscle at the same rate. Whey bypasses that problem, igniting muscle protein synthesis almost instantly and keeping lean tissue alive when aging wants to tear it down. Take Robert, a 72-year-old retiree who thought protein shakes were just for bodybuilders. His doctor warned him that his leg strength was slipping dangerously low, putting him at risk of falls and fractures. Reluctantly, he tried adding a scoop of whey protein powder to his morning oatmeal. Within weeks, he noticed he wasn't just walking more steadily. He was climbing stairs again without stopping halfway. His muscles finally had the raw material they needed, and for the first time in years, Robert felt like his body was fighting back. Whey isn't just about protein either. It's rich in leucine, the single most important amino acid for muscle growth, and studies show it outperforms every other protein source in stimulating recovery. That's why researchers call it the gold standard of protein. For seniors struggling to hit their protein targets, whey powder is simple, quick, and nearly unbeatable. And yet, as powerful as whey is, the number one food on this list is even more shocking, because it's not just protein-packed, it's also a complete nutritional powerhouse that can single-handedly transform the way seniors age. Number 1. Sea cucumber. At the very top of this list sits a food almost no one in the Western world talks about, but science is beginning to uncover it as one of the most powerful natural protein sources for seniors: sea cucumber. This strange marine delicacy, eaten for centuries in Asia, is packed with 60% protein by dry weight, more than beef, chicken, or eggs. But here's the real shocker. Sea cucumber protein contains unique bioactive compounds, including triterpene glycosides and chondroitin sulfate, which don't just feed muscles. They actively protect joints, reduce inflammation, and accelerate recovery. For seniors over 60, this is like hitting two birds with one stone, rebuilding muscle while keeping knees and hips pain-free. Consider Margaret, a 68-year-old grandmother who could barely walk around her garden due to stiff knees and shrinking leg strength. Her daughter introduced her to a simple broth made with sea cucumber, a dish Margaret had never even heard of before. Within months, not only did her knee pain fade, but her grip strength and endurance returned as well. Her doctor was stunned at the turnaround, and Margaret herself said it felt like her body had finally woken up after years of slow decline. Sea cucumber is also astonishingly low in fat and contains compounds shown in research to improve circulation and even regulate blood sugar. This means seniors who eat it aren't just preserving muscle. They are also lowering their risk of diabetes and heart disease, two of the most dangerous age-related killers. It's no wonder traditional medicine called it the ginseng of the sea. For those over 60 who think muscle loss is inevitable, sea cucumber proves otherwise. And the best part? Unlike expensive supplements, this is a real, whole food that nourishes from the inside out. If you're serious about staying strong, mobile, and independent well into your later years, nothing beats the shocking power of sea cucumber. And there you have it. 8 surprising foods that pack more protein than eggs. From spirulina to sea cucumber, each one holds the key to rebuilding muscle, fighting weakness, and keeping you independent after 60. The truth is simple. If you're losing muscle, you're losing life. Sarcopenia, the medical word for age-related muscle loss, starts stealing strength in your 40s, but it accelerates after 60. Without the right foods, you risk falls, fractures, and even early death. But with the right choices, you can turn the clock back and feel stronger than you have in years. Now here's the big question. Which one of these foods will you add to your diet first? Will it be something simple like lentils or pumpkin seeds? Or will you go bold and try sea cucumber, the most powerful of them all? Let me know in the comments. We read every single one. And don't forget, hit that like button. Share this video with a friend who needs it, and subscribe so you never miss the life-saving health tips we release every week. Your muscles, your energy, and your independence depend on it. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching.